Welcome to the Beer Me That Beer podcast. I'm David.
Nipsey.
And welcome to episode number 51. The Internet. Part 2.
Exciting.
Yeah, we're going to finish our printdiscuss.com, which actually is our last
The printdiscuss.com
printdiscuss.com series.
For the year.
Yeah, episode 52 will be something different and special. Why don't you tell them about it, Sam? What will episode 52 be like?
You will find out. Come next week.
When I find out.
Come next week when I have settled on a thing for us to do.
But yeah, after 52, we'll be switching up formats and going with the new year. New year, new podcast. Who's this?
I mean, it's not really though.
It's gonna
Same
be,
show.
It's going to be a little
slightly different format.
Yeah, we're going even more balls to the wall.
And your balls are.
It's going to be like a
on
mixture of the Man Show.
No.
Yes.
You can't say that right
the
now.
Man Show and C-SPAN.
And
it's going to be
a Thousand Ways to Die and MXC.
And,
all just the whole Spike lineup from 2006.
What's that one show? That porn star who on Fox where they made her be like a news lady and it got canceled after one episode. That is kind of the blender.
I have no idea what you're talking
Look it up. It was a Fox show.
I'm not even looking it up.
They did the whole season. They played one episode of it, canceled. Like mid-show. Like the producers of Fox decided, no, this is crap. Let the show finish.
What was the premise?
A porn star. Ex-porn star.
Yeah, I can see why that would be canceled immediately.
I can see why. Well, I can't see why it would be on Fox.
Yeah,
that's
a weird network.
It's just a garbage network. Anyways, let's get to the beer. And I wanted to do this podcast because I found this beer.
And he's real excited.
I am really excited because Sam's going to read the name of it. It's that big word right there. Go ahead. It's not Tecate.
Zocaviza?
I don't know how to say it. So.
Coviza.
That was a little racist.
Hey, I'm just going off of the look, and I'm just making noises.
Covesa?
Loco in Socovesa.
I don't know how to say XO. Covesa.
XOXO. It's like I love you.
It says right here. Chocovesa.
Chocovesa.
Oh, like chocolate.
Oh, I like.
Do you know what chocolate is?
Chocolate.
No. It means sacrificing. I can't say it.
It's like you're so full of shit.
Chocovesa.
Uh-huh.
It's an imperial stout inspired by Mexican hot chocolate.
Okay.
Now, do you know the difference between
Cinnamon.
normal hot chocolate and Mexican hot chocolate?
It's in Mexico.
I mean, you can have it here. We're not in Mexico.
Hot chocolate.
Do you know what they use?
Chocolate.
Yeah, but it's like a specific brand.
Hot.
Abuelita. It's like a little grandma on it.
Abuelita?
But I kid you not, this shit doesn't taste like chocolate. Like if you eat it straight up.
Like
it's in
the
a
cacao?
Yeah, actually. I don't know if it's pure, but it's like a little brick circle. And you break off
That
triangles.
doesn't make what you just said does not make a brick is not a circle.
No, I'm saying
show me a circular brick.
How do you think they do curved bricks?
What?
Have you seen a curved brick?
You cut it.
Yeah,
not into a circle. It's all rigid, hard edges.
Sphere, whatever you want to fucking call it.
A sphere? What? Like a marble? Like
a
marble?
Like Samuel Jackson?
No, like what the bodybuilders lift. The big where they put it on the thing on the beach.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Okay, drowning pool.
Let the bodies hit the. Anyways,
what about this chocolate?
So
deal?
yeah, it's like it's really hard to eat. It's got an interesting taste, but you kind of melt it into. Like it's like hot chocolate, just a different instead of using Nesquik or whatever.
Swiss Miss.
Is that the thing? What's it called?
Swiss Miss.
The powder shit in the packet.
Nestle.
Is it made by Nestle?
Chocolate?
It's probably no idea.
I don't know.
Anyways, so I'm super excited. It's from Stone, local San Diego, 8.1%, and I love the design. Obviously.
Well, so far the box. But what do the cans look like?
Probably what the can looks like. Right.
I don't know.
And I
don't know, man. It could be lying.
I suspect their branding
Your logo in Zocavesa
is going to be the same because they're on this new marketing stunt, which has worked really well, where they put everything upside down.
Okay. Snazzy.
Because their new logoing logo.
Logoing?
That should be
Logoing.
Leave no stone unturned. So your point is to turn it upside down and see the date. Canned on October 20th. That's pretty old.
But how do I drink this?
It's almost
this is the bottom.
It's almost
just. Am I supposed to punch a hole in the bottom?
September 20th. Sorry, this is going to be. This better not taste gross.
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
The 21st night of September.
So yes, stout brewed with chocolate, coffee, vanilla, or
hold the phone.
Cassia peppers, vanilla, cinnamon, and nutmeg.
You said ready? Chocolate coffee. All right.
I mean, have you had a stout?
Yeah.
That's the taste you get.
But the fact that they put the word coffee is always like, it wakes me up.
That's most stouts.
No, they don't always just. I know its default is just coffee is in it, but when
It's
they just
not- no,
it's
no,
the
no.
word is a trigger word
It's
for
not
happiness.
that coffee is in it. It's that.
So why would you put coffee on the?
I mean, if you let me finish,
No.
it's when they brew, with the hops, the malt,
Yeah.
and they cook that stuff, that tastes like coffee. It's not that there is coffee in it. Not all the time, though.
But it didn't taste
But
like
then they
coffee.
say brewed with coffee. Then it is.
You lost me. I don't know. What? Is there coffee in here
It's
or
like-
not?
If it says brewed with, yeah, they brewed it with coffee. It doesn't mean someone poured a little bit of coffee in there and then poured the beer. I feel like that's what you think. That's probably what you think most things are like.
Whenever there are ingredients listed, I just figure it's like a bowl, and then they're just dunking stuff in willy nilly, and then that's what.
Have you
get.
read I'm surprised you've read ingredients. I'm surprised you've read.
I'm well read.
Yes, you are well read.
I am.
I don't think you know what that means.
You-
But here we go.
Man, you're really leaning in today.
I'm being nice, aren't I?
So no. Oh,
Wow.
that's
wow.
definitely a stout. That
Wow.
smells like a stout.
Wow. I'm awake. You're going to be awake after this sip. Yeah. Lots of different flavors.
All right. Well, I was teetering down here.
You're
now
not
I'm
happy
just.
boy.
I've
Happy
been
boy.
elevated.
You know
This
what-
tastes like coffee.
You know what's funny? It's open and it's upside down. I bet you someone's like, what does it say? Turns it upside down, pours beer out.
I could tell you something right now.
I'm going
That's
to do
probably
that.
me in a matter of minutes or seconds. I don't know when, but maybe.
Don't do that, please. Yeah, leave no stone unturned. What do you think?
I gotta say, it's been a minute since I had a stout, and I love stouts. So this is nice. It's kind of got. So there's like a definite like hints of cinnamon in it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Big Red,
tastes
but like a
a
really
lot-
strong.
Yeah, I taste a lot of nutmeg and cinnamon to begin with.
It's like if you took like a chocolate covered strawberry and put it in your mouth with a stick of Big Red, and just like chewed on that with maybe.
That's
like,
what it tastes like to you?
A little
Do you
bit.
know what a strawberry tastes like?
I'm mostly talking about the fudge.
Okay,
like
I
the
was-
chocolate part of it.
I was like, this doesn't
So if
taste
you
like
put a
strawberry.
chocolate covered strawberry
So-
in your mouth and just sucked all
So
the
you
chocolate
mean
off the
doing
strawberry
chocolate
and then
strawberry
put the
and then pulling the strawberry out to have the chocolate shell.
Yeah.
So you're chocolate.
yeah. But that's the specific way to get that chocolate because there's
What would
like
you call that
trace amounts. What?
What would you call that store?
Secondhand chocolate suckers? I don't know.
Think people are gonna want that. It's like top of the morning to you, a place that only sells muffin tops. That's from Seinfeld, but like you need a good name.
That's good.
Yeah.
But that's the vibe I get.
I taste a lot of nutmeg and cinnamon. Big Red, kind of, but I feel like when I chew Big Red, it's warmer. This doesn't have a warm sensation.
Well, no shit. It's a cold drink.
I mean, gum can get cold.
What are you fucking? No, I'm just kidding.
Like gum is the temperature at which your pocket is at.
Are you eating gum out of your pocket?
Don't you? Where do you keep your gum?
You don't.
In your
You don't
purse?
pick it off the bottom of the table in the restaurant
Off
and
your
then just like
fungus-ridden sandal.
off
your-
my. No,
your
I'm
adventure
not a
sandal?
savage. I just do table gum. That's all I do. Just like a big wad.
Like Buddy the Elf.
Yeah, it's probably got like some hair sticking out.
Pubes, probably.
Maybe I don't know.
you
What is
imagine getting
table?
gum stuck
Table's
in your
like
pubes?
about like just over your waist, right? Probably
Never touch the floor either. So there's
good.
no 30-second
clean, super clean.
sanitary. I taste the roastiness of coffee, but not coffee. I think
It's in there.
Sam's disappointed.
No. There's coffee.
I taste
With my heightened
I taste
coffee
the cacao.
palais.
The Pelé.
Paillet.
Paella.
Paillette. It's very good.
I like it.
Good job, Stone. That is a drink I have not had yet.
I saw this
So
on the internet a couple weeks ago and I finally found it, but it is a little old.
you mean on the internet?
No, internet.
The internet?
Internet. Not internet. Internet.
Internet? You're saying internet,
Internet.
like an inside net.
Internet. Not outer net. My net, not their net.
Anyway, segues.
Into our topic for today.
The are you gonna say it?
You can say it. You did it. Say it one more time for everyone.
The internet.
Part 2. So yeah, going back to printdiscuss.com, and we're going to start on question 11, which is our first question
Of the day.
Question 11, number 1.
Number 11, number 1.
Is your internet fast enough? How do you feel when the internet is working slowly?
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I mean, yeah, I can go first.
Go ahead. That was. I gotta say, that was a pretty baller, whatever you just did.
I was licking beer off my finger.
It looked like you just lit up like a fancy cigarette, just like.
I smelled the cigarette on Sunday at the grocery store, and I was like, God, I've never wanted one more.
Oh, really?
Well,
You Jones.
all the smokers out there know that cold weather and smoking a cigarette is you like all your senses are like at an all-time high. And like better is having a beer, and yeah. Anyways, but me and Isabel walked by and I told her, I was like, God, I want a cigarette so bad. And she's like, me too. It smells so good.
Oh my goodness.
And only because she was on the diet. She's not drinking. She's not doing anything. She's
Anything would
sober.
be,
So
yeah.
she's like, I just need something.
Give me something.
Yeah. Let me be sinful. I'm the same way all the time, even though I
Even
am.
though I'm not.
Even now, I'm like, I need a cigarette now.
Okay. But internet
is
fast or slow?
We're in 2020. Yeah, it's a crap year, but I think we're at the point where internet should be fast.
But is it? How is your internet?
It's pretty
you specifically.
It's great.
How is this getting out to the people?
The hard line is amazing, but every hard line should be amazing.
So you do Ethernet.
On computers that don't move.
The
yes.
Ethernet on the internet.
Yeah, I use a hardline connection via the Ethernet, via the modem. The Wi-Fi sucks in here,
You don't use
but when I'm closer, it's better I want to get a different wireless router. But we live on a school campus in graduate housing. So we get the high school or the college internet, which is really good.
That's good.
It's 200 on the download and 20 on the upload. I wish the upload was better, but 200 download is pretty good.
Speed? It's not bad.
And then at work, it's insane. Just like they don't make a speed tester that goes that high. It's like 1,000 megabytes.
Well, this
Both ways.
Right.
It's insane.
not bad.
How do I feel when it's slow? I think it's like, what the fuck? Why is it slow? It shouldn't be slow. Like during COVID, like all the Netflix and Hulu were like, hey, we gotta cap everyone, or ISPs, internet providers were like, we gotta cap because we just can't handle the amount of usage.
There's not enough bandwidth for everybody.
And it's like, well, you charge $60, so fucking make it
work.
Yeah,
Make more.
it costs
idiots.
way too much. And then I love it when these companies, cell phone companies too, they're like, oh yeah, it's $50. And then you're like, great, that's cheap. And then you're like, well, yeah, the service is $50, but you got to pay for the line, admin fee, whatever bullshit. So it's like comes out to like $80. I hate it.
It's good.
Yeah, so I have a lot more to say, but when it's slow, I do not like it. I lose my mind.
But is it manageable most of the time, or
I'm on the hard line, so it's never slow.
it's
But
never slow.
wirelessly, sometimes it drops out.
So this sounds like it's more something I could answer.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I've got terrible, inconsistent internet at home.
I've told them, run the hard line down to your computer. It's like 100 feet.
It's a
Buy a hard
2-story house, and my room is about as far away as I can get without cutting holes in the walls.
Like an Ethernet, like a long one, then buy like another modem just for you to have your own network.
I'm too lazy. I'm not home enough to take advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. But no, it's we have and plus I think it's just the area we're in. It's just kind of just shoddy service in general for anything.
You live
like
in
that.
a weird area where
Yeah.
it's like turning onto your street. It's like you're in the boonies, but you're literally
Like
5
like
feet
2
away
seconds
from like
from
civilization.
freeway.
Yeah, from the freeway.
The freeway off ramp is like
and then like another
a 4
5
minute
minutes
walk.
away from like like tons and tons of buildings and grocery stores.
It's really weird.
Yeah,
it's like I have my own patch of boony.
Yeah, it's like the
Just-
road off the freeway to your place is like, okay, there's trees, and then you turn and it's like, whoa, there's like empty fucking lots. with
Yeah.
burned down
I literally
cars.
live on like the hilltop of like a gully.
Yeah, no, is that what you call that?
It's a valley.
Yeah.
An unpaved thing.
It's like
with green.
I would almost say mini canyon
Yeah,
because
pretty much.
it goes.
It
it's like
dips.
you're what, the end of your property directly.
Yeah. We're already at the bottom of a hill, but then there's another hill
A gully, I
that
guess,
we are
yeah.
the peak of
Yeah.
that just dips. So, but yeah, like, and there's not a lot of like usable providers out there that we could go with, so we're kind of just stuck.
I don't like the
That have
way
service out there.
This what's it called? I don't want to say pyramid scheme. Monopoly.
These
I
bad
guess.
business
Yeah. I don't like.
practices.
Yeah, it's all owned by the same person. I'm convinced of that.
But internet not fast enough. It works
You keep
okay
hitting, you keep hitting.
sometimes. But yeah, when it's slow, which is most of the time,
You get irate.
not a good. Well, I don't get irate. I just kind of like
You just switch to your phone.
well, even then, like, because the cell service isn't
Oh,
that great either. So I'm kind of just like stuck. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll just have to do something
Guess I'll read a
less
book.
internet. Yeah, it's pretty frustrating, but you know, you work with it. I mean, what am I gonna do? Move?
I mean, you can call them and tell them to fix it.
Do you know? Have you talked to me? Does this sound like a conversation I would have?
You can ask your parents to
No.
call them for you.
No, because then
'Cause they
that's a
don't-
burden. It's
Sam, your life is one giant burden.
That's great. Thanks, David.
No, I say that like everything is a burden to you.
it is
Because you feel like you're a burden to everyone.
because I don't want to be here.
I once told him,
I
I was
wanna
like, we can hang out. He's like, I don't want to burden you. And I directly told him, I was like, you're not burdening me. And then like still 5 minutes of arguing, he's like, no, I'm still a burden. After I told he has the lowest self-esteem.
I could crawl under a rock, but
got
then I
some
think
real-
that I'm not thinking about the rock. That's
Dad didn't say I love you enough.
No, I have loving parents. I'm just a weirdo.
I don't know why. How'd you got that? Because your parents aren't like that.
No, they're not. They're confident
Your mom's
people.
like, I'm gonna go fight them.
what?
Yeah.
Just weak man.
Matt too. Like
Yeah.
your brother, you're adopted.
Someone had to get the short end. It's like someone had to be the weak, weird one.
Oh my god.
All right. But yeah, no, internet too slow, and I hate it. But I can't do anything about it because I won't.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
Yeah, go ahead. Next question.
Number 12. I like how this started out today.
Yeah.
This is funny. All right.
We're rolling.
Number 12. That light that's going to bug the shit out of me.
Don't
All right.
look at it.
Number 12. It's in my periph, man. Number 12. When was the last time you had no internet access? What were you doing? You want me to answer first?
Is
you
there
went.
we have phones. Were you hiking? I bet you were hiking.
I said I was going to answer first. I'm like, I didn't really think about it. Probably.
Yeah, because you go out to the mountains where
I haven't done it recently.
where people get killed all the time and don't have cell
By
phones.
me. No. That's a joke. I want to state on the record that is a
Isn't there
joke.
a law saying you can't incriminate yourself?
Huh?
Right? You can't incriminate yourself. So
You can incriminate
you
yourself?
can't.
All right. Try that. Try holding that
you
up in
can't
court.
do what you just said. You can't be
What?
like, yeah, I did it.
I feel like that's just a confession at that point.
Well, confession's different.
But like aside from like what I just said, where it's like spotty internet and just meh service in the space that I live in, probably like on a hike when you go out like into the wilderness where it's just like lots of rock and just stuff, and there's just like no cell towers within like 100 miles. So
No one would know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I can't remember the last time I had no internet access. Because if the internet's down, then I just use cell service. Mm-hmm. If the cell service is down, I just use the Wi-Fi.
It's
they've
have
never
a couple
been
options.
Down. There hasn't been an EMP strike here yet, so.
If they're implying, would I be able to?
I don't think they're implying that.
I was going to say, because I could live
That might
without
be later.
it. I don't
that
need
might be
it.
later.
All right. Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Yeah.
So I
And
was
if it's
probably
not,
hiking.
If it's not, we'll pop it up at the. Yeah, I mean, I do my job without the internet, so I guess there's sometimes where I'm not.
I was going to say, that's a lie.
Have access to it.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, that's a lie. The studio I record at is in the sticks, and there's iffy reception. And
Fallbrook?
Yeah. It's not a lot of good. At least on my cell service, they don't carry very well over there. So, I mean, I was just busy doing music stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have access to it, though.
No.
You can't do anything on the phone.
No. Also,
don't they have computers there?
I mean, not for me. It's not that
courtesy.
Is that a normal thing?
Courtesy
in recording studios. Just have like guest computers available.
I mean, can I use the computer really quick? I don't have any cell service. Sure, you paid for the time. Why not?
I mean, it's not my.
I'm just saying. I
use their coffee machine.
Oh, you'll use their coffee, but not the.
Yeah, it's different.
The computer you paid to use.
I didn't pay for the computer. I paid for the time
and everything that goes with it. No.
The music. I changed my mind. I was doing music stuff. This is great. We're having a fun time.
I don't think you're having a fun time at all. I'm having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
I'm enjoying my time here.
We are both enjoying fun times. We are. Why you got to say that? No one knows what that is. Nobody knows what that is.
Now it's stuck in your head because it's catchy.
So drop the mic.
Because it's catchy.
Sing the night away.
I'm trying to remember that beginning part.
Something about cloud is spotty. Left there's hole where it used to be.
Next question.
Number 13.
Do you do online shopping? What do you like to buy online? What do you prefer to buy in a store?
Previous question in last podcast.
Was it
topic.
Shopping 2 or shopping
Probably
1?
top. But we already talked about that.
Yeah, we're not going to answer that.
Plug in an alternate question. Can you think of something?
What kind of porn do you look on the internet?
All right, moving on. Amazon.
Amazonian porn? I asked you a question.
No, that's not
What's
a real
your
question.
favorite porn category?
Who's
your favorite porn star? How about that?
No.
That's easy. That should be. Everyone has.
We're moving on. Number 14.
You can't say
number 14.
Your favorite porn star is.
Incriminating, David.
Who's it? Oh my god.
Number 14.
Are they young?
What?
Gross.
Number 14. What social media do you use these days? Don't laugh. Why do you prefer those over other social networks?
All of them?
Do you use all of them?
I mean,
list them. List the social
do I
needs.
have to list them? What social? Okay.
It says what social media?
Instagram, Facebook.
That's 2.
Twitter. Mm-hmm. Twitch.
Twitch is social
YouTube.
media. Mm-hmm.
Snapchat.
Mm-hmm. That's 6. That it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm trying to think.
You don't use like a TikTok?
Nope.
A TikTok?
I have a brain. LinkedIn.
You use LinkedIn?
Yeah, because I'm a professional. I know you don't get that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Reddit?
It's
got a social media.
I mean, it's in the hemisphere.
To it. I'm just looking at my phone right now. That biking thing I do. Swift has a.
You
can be friends with people
on your e-bike, or not your e-bike,
e-bike.
Your stationary.
Yeah.
Your e-bike.
Google Hangouts, Google Meet,
a Zoom,
NFL Fantasy.
I feel like you're stretching a bit. NFL Fantasy.
Social.
It's technically, but that's not like
Pokemon Go. You can't message though.
I mean, it's not. I mean, like there's some features,
Sam
but that's
hates
not.
this so much that I'm trying to squeeze out all these Xbox.
I don't really care.
Yeah, that's about it. Untapped.
Untapped.
I've used it like 2 times.
Which one's like your primary? What do you use most?
Probably Instagram.
Yeah, I would probably say so myself too.
YouTube, Twitch is up there.
Well, I mean, for the channel, we're constantly.
Well, that's all I use Twitter for.
Mm-hmm. Just to update people. Hey, we're doing this today.
One day we will blow up.
In the meantime, thank you, all 2 of you.
Why do you prefer those over other? No, there was another question about.
Why do you prefer those over other social networks? So, like, rephrase it. Why is the one you like the most?
I feel
the
like
one you like the
Instagram
most?
Because it's actually it's not as social as the other ones.
It's a little more. Well, I mean,
at least
it can
the way
be.
I use it.
It has the capacity to, but that's not how you do it.
Because like with Facebook, it's like you see a lot of other things on your feed that are not posted by your friends, but commented by. Like your friends will comment on something and you'll see it. On Instagram, you have the ability to never go on the explore page and just look at your feed. Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
Which has been corrupted.
Yeah,
with ads now.
Ads, and then the ability not to get them by most recent. Mm-hmm. But I feel like there's not as much, at least to me, the way I use it in the capacity. As a result, therefore, in conclusion, Omega Shinron. That's why I like Instagram better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, Twitch I definitely would say I probably am the most active on Instagram. I mean, like I do have like I have a ghost Facebook. I have Facebook. I hardly use the
Don't
thing.
you have 2 Facebooks?
What?
Yeah, like a fake and a real one.
No.
Or did you?
I just have the one. I think I might have like a couple of group pages, maybe. I don't know. Lies Above Love is still on there.
I know. I'm gonna leave it up.
It's good.
Until
the 40-year reunion. Yeah.
You know what would be hilarious if someone gets a hold of that music and is like, "Damn, this is actually really good." And then
let's find those guys.
But then, like 40 years later, and then it just has like a cult following.
How? None of that got out. That
would
be so bizarre.
It's on the internet, but it's private. But the internet, there's nothing private.
It's just,
maybe I should just release it.
How?
I have CDs in there still.
Oh my god!
What am I going to throw them away?
I haven't heard any of that.
I paid money for that.
That's all right. But yeah,
fool.
Like I said, I definitely probably am most active on Instagram. Facebook, I just lurk. I just kind of like.
How would you feel if
there
was like a YouTube social media movie thing?
No.
Like if you were able to watch movies with other people. It would have to be very, very regulated.
Oh, I thought you said a YouTube
like
social
you could call
media
it
thing.
Like couch potato, and you would hang out with other people watching the same show.
You mean like there's just like you'd be watching a movie and there'd just be a chat on the side,
like a live stream, but no one's hosting. It's just like, hey, this is the movie. Mm-hmm. It would feel like it would need to be super regulated because people would, or like video. Like I think there's Fortnite has that where. Your team up, but there's your videos on the side, like Fortnite Hangout or something.
I don't know anything about that, but
I'm just saying.
Sure.
How would you feel about that?
Indifferent.
We don't have movie theaters. I'm trying to think of what to invest in.
Oh, okay. You're looking for avenues.
Like I'm saying, like does this sound like a good idea? You go to a movie theater with your friend, but it's all. I guess there was like a Netflix party. They had that.
It's a similar thing,
but everyone
to what you're saying. I think
everyone had to have Netflix though.
So you're just thinking more like a free range, anybody can
any movie, anything, and then.
Well, where's the profit in that?
That I was literally about to say, and you pay like a movie ticket.
Oh, per each time,
or like, I mean, it would probably have to be. Oh, you can do it once for $5. Mm-hmm. Like how new musicians or like the new way to do shows now are all stream based. Mm-hmm. I'm going to buy the August Burns Red Christmas concert for $16, and I think that's a steal.
Oh, I was just about to get that all time low set that was coming out really soon.
No, this is a live stream.
Yeah,
Is this a live stream?
Oh,
No, this is like on December 12th.
Interesting.
Like
So you're just getting
live
like a
show. You
ticket.
get a code and you pay. Yeah.
okay.
But it's their Christmas album, which I really enjoyed listening to.
I don't know if I ever listened to that. You said August Burns Red, right?
Yeah, Carol Bells. Dun, 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 dun. Bun.
Carol Barrels?
Carol of Bells.
I thought you said Carol Barrels.
Dun, 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 dun. And they play that, but like a heavy metal version of it.
Well, of course, they're not going to just
They
be
don't
like
sing in
playing
it. That's it.
instrumental.
I was just thinking of a better question than that.
Yeah. I mean, like, Instagram, because I just... It's like the easiest, like... It's just a photo album. I like, you know, not that I actively engage in a lot of that kind of stuff, but like, you know, pictures, they're like generally harmless.
I think when Facebook took over, it kinda
Facebook's
went to
exhausting.
garbage.
I can't, like, MySpace was kind of cool back in the day just because it was like the thing. And then like Facebook was like the new hot thing for like a minute. And then it's just.
It's like we go through phases. Like MySpace was simple, MySpace, blah, blah, blah. And then
I mean, it wasn't.
No, but then, hear me out. But then people got into the coding part. And they made their pages
custom
crazy.
layouts and custom top eights.
You know, there's thousands of websites with thousands and thousands of layouts. And then Facebook comes out, and it's none of what MySpace. It's what MySpace was. No layout, no nothing.
Basic.
Here you go. People got on that. Now, you know, Facebook has so much more than just Facebook or like Vine. TikTok is just Vine.
It's a redressed Vine. Yeah.
There's nothing different about it. The only thing that's different, the videos are long now. They're portrait, not like it's the same garbage just recycled over and over again, which is fine. So I will bet TikTok will last for another year, and in 5 years we'll have something called Lizard.
All right. You heard it here, people.
Bet.
Nostradamus over here.
But I think Instagram will die out.
It definitely
and then
will.
we'll get
All this
something
stuff
that was Instagram 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's just going to be like, it's going to offer the same kind of things, but it's just going to be a different name.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's, you know, all this stuff is not meant to last. It's only here for a minute and then it's gone.
It's like the stuff that we most use doesn't actually do what it is. Like you said, it's a photo album, but
it's not. There's more. It's a photo album with extra steps.
Instagram, the largest photo app of all time, doesn't take any photos well. Like taking a photo in the Instagram app is,
way.
The worst photo.
No, you're better off just taking it separate and then importing.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like the Uber thing. Like Uber, most successful rental car thing, but doesn't actually own any cars.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah. All right.
It's all nonsense.
Number 15. Is that me? Yeah.
Ish.
What is your favorite smartphone app? What do you do with it?
What is it, David?
My favorite smartphone app.
Is it a game, or is it something you use?
I mean, I guess we could break it down to categories, but ultimate most favorite app.
Text. I'm just kidding.
I text 2 people, 3 people sometimes.
Well, if not favorite, which one do you use?
I can
most
tell you probably if I go to my settings.
Oh, and it tells you like usage. Interesting. I'm trying to think.
I think it tells usage.
It's probably. I mean, like the one I'm using most often is probably Instagram or YouTube. But like
favorite app. I like my podcast app.
Oh, see, I just use Spotify. Oh, it's probably, well, I mean, I don't want to say Spotify because then I'm going to get locked into that. And it's just music.
Yeah. It's the Google podcast one. It's actually
It's pretty intuitive.
way better than any other podcast app I've ever used.
What, like, how so? Why what makes it so special?
It's like what Facebook and MySpace. It's just simple. There's no, and I don't listen to any ads actually.
Now, is there like
without paying for it?
Oh, so it's just like free.
If there's an ad in the podcast, it obviously goes through.
But Google doesn't insert
Spotify,
ads.
where you listen to 3 songs and you listen to an ad.
I wouldn't know about that. Premium.
Well, I don't have to pay for it. But when you're playing music, you're gonna get that ad. It's that same concept. of using a free app. And Google had Google Music, but since they own YouTube and YouTube has music,
they just slotted that in.
got rid of Google Music and put YouTube Music.
I hear you. Which is a service I have not used. Is that any good?
I don't pay for it, but
it's included though.
Maybe.
So
when they got rid of Google Music, they were like, "Hey, you can transfer all the music that you own onto YouTube Music." And then I did, and then I was like getting an ad every song, and I was like, "Why am I getting an ad on my library?" And then like thousands of people complain about it, and they're like, "Oh, we weren't ready for the transfer, but they fixed it, so now I don't get any ads on my music."
So how does that work? Is it like their music is they just like stream the audio from videos, or is it
no?
Like
it's like
they have
it's just
a separate?
Player. It's just a player. Yeah.
See, that was a weird misconception I had.
You thought it was like YouTube?
I just figured it was like like you open YouTube and like back in the day you could just turn your phone like put it to sleep and then it would keep playing the audio.
It's like any other music player. I don't use it. I just have it in my music though.
But is it a pretty comprehensive?
I don't really care.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you only listen to the same 5 songs.
Same 10 songs. 10 songs.
I kind of lost track. What were we talking about?
Our favorite app.
It's probably Instagram in terms of like use, but I think like that I kind of enjoy using.
I guess Instagram's the one I most use, and it's probably my favorite because the amount of Instagram models.
I mean, aside from like the streaming apps, I would say
I do have a game I play a lot, but that's the next question, so I don't want to know.
No, I don't want to spoil that then.
Yeah.
But probably GarageBand.
Camera app. My camera app's pretty awesome.
Your camera app?
Yeah, it's a Google Pixel, so the camera is far superior than any other phone has ever existed in the entirety of the world. In conclusion,
yeah, I would say maybe GarageBand. I wish it was a little more intuitive. It's kind of goofy to use on a phone.
Because it's not optimized.
It's not. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just the UI is odd. You know what? It's probably way back. I mentioned this one, but probably the Adobe Spark.
You're good at that.
Just because I like using it for
Chrome
for custom
app,
posts,
I guess. But Instagram probably would be the most used. My banking app to see my money, I guess. I don't know.
Do you enjoy using that though?
I kind of.
Oh, you know what? It's probably either Dropbox or Google Drive, just because it's just space.
Google Drive is good too.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Go ahead.
Next question was number 16. Excuse me. Was and is and will be until
in conclusion, as a result, therefore.
Great. Concerning.
For example.
Have you played online games? What did you play?
Yes.
Moving on.
I've played the same. I go through phases where I'm like, oh, this game's pretty cool online. Then I'm like, wow, this is stupid because the online gameplay is terrible. But I play 5 years now playing this little mobile Battle Bay.
I was gonna say
Rio.
I don't know if this is necessarily just limited to the mobile stuff. I think it just says online.
Oh.
So that could be.
I play a lot of online.
I was going to say, I was like, David, at this point, is pretty well cemented as a noted online player. I mean, we have lots of documentation at this point.
That's such a compliment. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I know you enjoy that.
My nipples are hard.
I can't see that. I don't want to see that. Don't point. Don't call attention. But yeah, no. I know we play around on here, but like we get together fairly regular and just like stream on whatever platforms.
Sometimes we don't stream online gaming.
Yeah, right. But we have done it.
We have done it.
But
Fortnite.
As individuals, Dave is definitely more.
I play more online for sure than Sam does because Sam doesn't enjoy.
I'm a loner.
I definitely have. I'm very picky about which online games I play. Because the community sometimes is as politely as I can say, very toxic, and people just suck.
It is very polite to say it's toxic.
I think that's the most polite way to say it. I mean, could just say they're a bunch of fucking douchebag assholes that should probably get their heads blended together.
You're right. The first way was much more polite.
That's not.
Was it weird that when you said get their heads blended together, I thought.
You're like,
I don't know why. I must be so tired, but like my mind flashed to Spy Kids, and the guy that's got the.
I see. I didn't
he's got like
watch
hand head.
like that.
It's fine.
I
don't
was
know. I'm
was
just
thinking
tired.
of will it blend?
See, that makes more sense.
I
Don't
hate-
go back
I
to a
hate
20-year-old
online
move.
people because they hide behind the computer and most of them wouldn't be caught dead saying anything to you in real life, and most of them wouldn't be caught dead outside their room or their Dorito crusted fingers and
I like how
green pea from their Mountain Dews.
I like how this innocent question just, like a lot of times, just slotted into like a little hate tangent.
I mean,
on a group,
we are opinionated people. That's what everything we say is.
we are one half
of a
opinionated people.
Sam has opinions which are more physical, and David has opinions which are more meant to destroy your life mentally.
What do you mean I have more physical?
I mean, you're like, I'm gonna punch them versus I'm gonna plant bombs in them, like that Dane Cook joke, where it's like, did he take the remote? Did he take the batteries in the remote? Why?
It's good.
Yeah. I mean, it all stems from issues when we were kids, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, I do a lot of online gaming. Halo. I like
Almost
the firefights.
exclusively.
I like firefight better. I've been doing. I got a new game, F1 Racing. I did that a little bit online.
Oh, a non-shooting game.
Fucking hard.
That sounds.
And I hate racing with joysticks, and I really want to buy a wheel.
I was like, I would say that sounds weird because I always picture you with like a game where you just have a gun in your hand. But I'm like, no, you've kind of branched out more recently, playing different things.
I like racing games a lot.
Yeah.
I just don't. I never play them online. I always just play this. Mm-hmm. All right, go race this track for 15 laps. Cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is so cool.
Oh my gosh, I'm engaged, mentally there, locked in.
And now it's like, oh, it is cool playing online because I get to beat people. But yeah, I play online.
Yeah, I do not. When I'm not here, I don't really.
And you mostly play games that are cemented as very good story games.
That's kind of like my
enjoy
interest.
a good story though. Mm-hmm. I love like Halo Infinite. I'm gonna play the campaign first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like off camera, I was kind of mentioning to David something I've been playing through recently. That remember the
Farmville?
Yes, so deep into Farmville. I have 12 farms. No, I got back into
Playboy
this.
Mansion game for GameCube.
No, what? You should just let me finish. Don't just be throwing out answers, man.
You say it and then you leave a gap because you want me to guess it.
I know.
So you're like Toby from The Office. You leave these long pauses.
No, but I'm playing this weird like.
Oh yeah.
It's like an anime style
porn game.
It's not.
It's a hentai game.
It is.
It's fan service are us, dude.
You don't know anything about it.
It's totally fan service, dude.
It is just Qbert on crack with anime.
When you said that, and then I remember the game, I was like, no, it's not.
No, it is.
It's puzzle-ish, but it's not Qbert.
No, it's. I'm just. The fact that it is centered around moving blocks and movement, and you scale up a thing, and it's a puzzle game.
That's like Fall Guys. You can say anything.
No, it's definitely not
puzzle
Fall
game.
Guys.
It's a puzzle game.
Have you even seen Qbert? Do you know?
Yeah,
do you know what it is?
It's a puzzle game, but it's very fan servicey.
It's not.
It's really weird.
I mean, there's definitely
it's fucked up.
It is a racy kind of
fan service.
It's like a visual novel kind of thing. Kind of. It's a really good game. It's called Catherine.
There's a lot of
This
porn.
is the 2017-2018 re-release called Catherine Full Body on like the last generation
full
consoles.
body, so
Full
they
body.
show her body fully.
It's implied. No, but it's really good. It's a top-notch puzzle game, but like the story is kind of following like a early 30s dude who's just like at a crossroads in his life, and he's got a girlfriend, and he doesn't know what he wants to do with his future,
and he needs to see a psychiatrist or confront his father about
he's kind of
but
he's kind of an idiot, but then he gets taken on this wild ride that he's not prepared for.
Like when he sleeps, right?
I don't want to spoil it for people.
It's
in case it sounds interesting, but it's like a lot of like
it's a hentai game. Yeah,
it's a platform puzzler, romantic dating sim with like horror elements.
Isn't the first level he's in his
kind
boxers?
of Nightmare on Elm Street? Kind of the whole game he's in boxers.
Oh, okay.
A little Nightmare on Elm Street a little
Fan
bit.
service. Okay,
it's good.
Good job. That's not online though.
It is online, and you can play competitively, and it is fucking hilarious to try and just beat somebody at a game with blocks. It's so weird.
Is it Do you see them side by side?
There's different modes you can play, but the one I've seen is it's almost like Tetris, where it's like two separate things going at the same time.
Okay,
but you can have
side.
You can have a shared kind of
place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is fucking hectic, and
I would
don't care for that.
Then you can fuck up someone's day.
Number 17.
Have you tried online dating?
No.
What is good and bad about online dating? I have.
I don't.
A lot.
Have you?
That's how I met Isabel.
Oh,
and I married
wonderful. Her. Yeah, I have been in the same relationship for
Since
a long time. So
17 or 18.
I've never been in I've never had the opportunity to do that. So
yeah, at least the online dating we know now.
No way.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
I did it a lot. Like a lot.
Yeah,
like a date every night.
that is like
I'm surprised I don't have an STD.
Well, I mean, whatever. But I mean, like all you single people out there, I commend you if you are trying that route. That scares me that people have to do that.
It's kind of like a vicious circle because it's like you do online because it's convenient.
It is.
And somewhat safer.
Maybe?
Well, instead of going to a bar and meeting someone, you don't have that, like, hey, I talked to them. Obviously, they can lie online.
Yeah.
And which is mostly, but it's like,
there's
there's a internet, breadcrumbs so they can find my killer eventually. I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
the online presence, people, VPNs only can do so much. They will find you. Like, Sam always says, oh, yeah, I have a VPN. And I'm like, are you sure that's going to work for all your, real terrible porn?
Why do you keep implying? You're so fucking weird.
I mean, everyone knows it's a joke.
But
all 100 people that listen to this once.
Wow.
I think our numbers are going up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
But I have not done online dating, and congrats, and good luck out there.
It's definitely not. At the beginning, I think it was a great idea, and there are still I feel like it's less. It's kind of has to fall through the cracks. But I'm sure now it's like going to be a lot different going back. Mm-hmm. I'm sure people are like, oh, well, we had to just talk for 8 months. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, oh, let's meet up, maybe?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I had this conversation with someone today. I was like,
is it right now?
How can we go back? Mm-hmm. Like, I know I'm not going back to the way I was before COVID. Mm-hmm. Like, slowly. It's not going to be 100%. Mm-hmm. So I think online dating is going to be a lot slower.
You think?
You're going to have to write a bunch of poems to women. And
you mean I could just reach into my library that I just have?
You're in a relationship.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you guys, it's okay to be open.
I was saying, like,
I'm sorry.
The joke was that
judging.
I like to write poetry.
Right there. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You're an idiot.
I was told to be nicer to Sam, so I'm trying really hard.
He doesn't have to be.
I'm going to be.
The podcast is going to suffer.
He's my friend
if you change
for a reason. Because he said it.
Well, I want to hear what's the reason.
He said it last week.
What's the reason?
Like, if you have a friend like David, never bored.
But what is it?
I'm so glad I'm entertaining.
Oh my god! I was like,
so glad.
But what's the reverse appeal?
Why? You're my friend?
Yeah.
Because you're my friend.
Okay. How come I have the exciting reason and you're just like you're nearby? It's convenient.
We were making out. Then you told me your name.
I thought we knew when I grabbed your ass.
We were on Ocean Avenue.
That's terrible.
Sam's a good guy, and we have the same interests. Same stupid interests.
That's the one.
He has more.
I have more stupid interests.
Deep dive.
I am deeply stupid.
Yeah. It's a H&L, whole nother level.
But we have just enough in common.
He likes B movies way too much.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I love them. They're so
You're right.
good.
He doesn't like them. He loves them. And I can tolerate them, but there are some great B movies that are stupid as fuck.
All of them.
But not all. See, I disagree. Not all of them.
No, man. All garbage deserves to be watched at least once.
Like every Godzilla movie is fucking terrible.
No, you can't. You can't say that. That's not right.
Boom.
Next question.
18. Go ahead, Sam.
We're almost done here. Have you ever met someone online and then met them in person? Was the person like you expected them to be?
Yes. And yes and no. Some
They
people
lie to you.
are very cool online, and then you meet them, and you're
And
like,
they lose it.
that's why you're online.
Like, because you can,
Yeah.
you can hide that.
You can put on the facade. But with online dating, I made a lot of people. Never so much like that gaming thing. Like you see, and I think most gamers don't meet their gaming friends from across the state. But then then Twitch happened, and they're like, oh, let's go, and they met up, or BlizzardCon. But yeah, it's mostly just online dating. I did. Oh, Melissa, I guess. She was on.
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah.
Girl with beard.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, I met her online, then asked her to be on the show before Sam was involved, and I guess I met her. Yeah,
Cool.
but it was like to work and not like to grab a beer. I've only done that strictly online dating.
Me, I have experience with this. Not so much like
Because Sam's
for me.
famous.
Right.
He's a musician.
No, like
And he has fans.
it's mostly like my girlfriend has more of this than I do, because like she like you said, she's part of like this like a online gaming group, and they play pretty
do they
regularly
play?
together. Huh?
What do they play?
A lot of like Final Fantasy 14 and
As a group, they play
other
together.
things. Yeah.
Okay.
And like we've met a number of them a handful of times.
They have like a Discord or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know the particulars.
Discord's the new thing, and it's crazy. It's just like a private AIM. But that's all it is.
But wasn't AIM private? Don't answer that. I don't know.
I mean, it's a password.
But yeah, like that they're her friends online. We've met them in real life. They're cool people.
And you went along just in case someone tried murdering her.
Well, I mean, mostly because she can't drive. So, and yes, because I love her, I would prefer if she wasn't murdered and I didn't know about it.
Do you think you stopped anyone?
Huh?
Like
From doing it?
No, I'm just saying. Like, is there one
like,
person you can be like?
is there, like,
that guy
one-
would have probably killed her?
Is there like one questionable person in the group where it's like, it's a good thing I'm here, or
that
no,
guy would spike everyone's drink.
No,
And
they're
then
all
human centipede them.
they're all nice enough.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, she's got a good judge of character. She's not the most.
I'm just saying it's impossible to do that
Yeah.
online though. But
They've been friends for a long time.
We're in 2020. It's like that's how it is now. Like remember 15 years ago, don't talk to anyone online.
Right.
Wait, sorry, not 15 years ago. 20 years ago, shouldn't talk to strangers online.
Yeah.
And now you're like
It's weird. It's
meeting strangers.
summoning strangers.
Yeah, I'll be here to meet you.
Yeah. I think since I'm so much of a shut-in, I feel like I carry a bit of that with me, where it's just like I'm still kind of weirded out a bit by that, but like, got to give it the times, man. Like my girlfriend's very much the opposite. Like she's like, it's weird though, because she's introverted like I am, so
braver
it's
than you, though.
strange that like she's so willing to just.
Well, she has the social
Talk to
part
people.
down. You really don't.
I mean, she has more friends than I do. So
I'm just saying she has the
good.
social part down.
I mean, like we're not that social.
But if you
as a
don't really
couple.
talk about games, I guess what do you talk about with her? No, I'm just thinking out loud.
We've been together a long time, David.
No, I'm
so.
saying as like someone who doesn't know her as well. Like, what do we talk about? Unless it's gaming.
It's
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing else.
we're at the point in our relationship.
I'm
where
not
we
saying about
don't-
you and her. I'm saying about like someone who is a stranger and doesn't game. What do you talk about with her? Like, how would I go about a conversation with her? Because we wouldn't have anything in common.
Then that's just a person you don't talk to.
That's what I said. I was thinking out loud. You want to go blow your nose again?
No,
Okay.
sorry, folks. I have bad allergies today.
He's allergic to dog hair and cat hair, and he throws himself at
And
both animals.
Bullshit.
No,
David.
because you would be sneezing this whole time.
I am. I'm stifling sneezes left and right.
All right, 19.
19. Is it your question or mine?
It's mine. Many services are online these days. Which parts of our lives will never be online? Well, it's a terrible question I asked in COVID times because basically doctor appointments are online now.
Well, I mean, like, eliminate that part from the question. I think it's just talking in the general sense.
What will never be online that's
Yeah.
part of our lives?
What do you think?
I
What
mean,
aspect?
You can't digitally cook,
Yeah.
so that's the thing.
I think until we get to the point where you can Matrix style upload our consciousness.
But then that's completely online.
Yeah. I said until we get to that point, there's always going to be a separation.
You can't go to the bathroom online. I mean, you can go to the bathroom while you're on Zoom, but you can't shit onto your phone.
And it's in the internet.
Gone. Yeah.
I mean, you can.
I mean, I feel like most posts on Reddit are that.
Yeah, it's just garbage vomit for people's mouths. I don't know.
How about this? What do you think is the next service to be online?
Next service?
Yeah. So we went through. Can we? Let's just. Uber was kind of like the first thing, right? Mm-hmm. Then grocery shopping. Mm-hmm. Doctor appointments are now kind of that thing. Mm-hmm. What do you think is next?
What would be the next step? So this is our elevator pitch for internet entrepreneurship.
What is the next norm ideas? Of digital life?
Digital life.
And not, interviews, because interviews were done online.
No, I mean that's already that's been a thing. It's kind of going that way already. I would say like filmmaking, like actual
Remote.
Movies. Yeah, kind of.
I mean, they did that. There's a show on Hulu that did that right now.
Yeah.
During COVID, there's Cumberbatch and the guy from Underworld. They did a Zoom comedy.
That's
drama.
not what I mean. I mean like
a remote film.
Yeah. I'm not sure on the logistics, but that feels like something.
There's still a physical part because you are probably sending cameras and a shotgun microphone to get the best quality.
Not necessarily.
Then you're just recording the Zoom meeting.
No.
Then what?
You just use like high fidelity cameras, lots of
But you got to send them
effects
to the people if they're remote. Mm-hmm. That's still a physical part.
No, I'm saying that part is going to go away.
Oh, and your webcam will be 500 megapixels.
I'm just expecting
raw.
Amazing jumps, leaps and bounds
in 6 months.
Webcams. Yeah. No, this isn't like short term. I just think that's going to be something.
I'm saying what's next. That seems like probably a couple years from now, at least in the realm of money.
I don't know, man. I'm not so big picture like that.
I'm just saying.
That's too big picture.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, I'm answering. Honestly,
I think we're gonna go amusement parks.
That sounds super fucking boring.
It sounds better with zoos because you got like a
side note. I was gonna
zoo.
say this past year we've seen a lot of experimenting with like virtual cons kind of thing,
and
where it's like hosted events.
They're just long commercials. That's all they are.
And that sounded fucking awful. And by all accounts, it sounds like it was boring.
Virtual cons
that's what I think.
Work. And I watched a little bit of the TwitchCon, but it was really terrible. Mm-hmm. If you just did TwitchCon, but get the same people. Mm-hmm. Like I know you're not making money, but if you got the same amount of people, like Comic-Con, would you pay $15 to watch 3 days of the same panels online?
Yeah, that sounds awful to me.
You wouldn't watch. So you really go for the exhibit?
Not really. I don't go period because I just wait until after and all the stuff filter out or whatever.
Well, for someone who would want to see the panel instead of waiting 8 hours,
it would depend on the event.
Say they had most of the original Godzilla makers.
Well, that would do me any good. I don't speak Japanese.
And they had a translator.
Also, those guys would be super old by now.
Yeah, they would be super old. That's why I said some of them, because they're probably dead.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's an old movie. But I'm just saying, if there's something you enjoyed
that you would like to see make that jump.
Or let's say they did your top five favorite artists did a show. Would you pay for the stream?
Like they just did like a bill together?
$15.
Yeah, maybe.
All-time low played an hour and a half show. Would you pay $15 to watch
they're literally doing that.
I know, but would you pay $15 for that?
I mean, I'm about to.
Okay, so
yeah, I probably would do that.
Yeah,
but that's not an innovation.
I mean, it is.
It's not because it's already a thing. I mean, like going forward.
Now it's a thing.
We're
in the thing right now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the next thing that isn't a thing.
Okay,
yet.
What's the next thing?
I don't know. That's the question. I don't know.
Answer it.
No, we're done. What do you think? What do you think the thing is?
The next thing.
Yeah,
the next service to go online and not be weird.
A lot of hair here.
I don't know.
See? It's a tough question. Because then you have to think future.
I would say more custom, more Etsy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
More custom ever, like not just like I want a koozie with my name on it. I'm talking like
custom design.
no. I'm going further. Like I want banana bread, but like this, and someone makes it for you and sends it to you.
I feel like that would need some.
Well, I'm not just talking like a banana bread shop. I'm talking a place that does custom like food.
No, I know. I'm like, I feel like something to that degree is going to take some fine tuning before
No,
that's
it's just going to take a lot of money.
Fine tuning,
Money.
which equates to money and time.
Money.
Yeah.
It's like a Subway, but for whatever
But actually
you want.
eat fresh.
Yeah. I mean, Goldbelly's a Goldbelly.
Okay. I was going to say, I like that you recognize that the look on my face said, I don't know what that
every
is.
single word I say, you don't understand. So I'm going to just repeat every single word I say, you don't understand.
So we have to
I'm gonna
start the
repeat every
podcast
single word you're
over
gonna beat.
so you can saturate.
Welcome to Beer Me That Beer podcast. I'm David.
Continue.
But Goldbelly is a middleman, basically, to restaurants around America that send you frozen food from their restaurants,
Like a Grubhub.
but better and more expensive because they put it like in a dry ice package, so it's frozen when it gets to you. Like that pizza you had, that deep dish pizza from Chi-Town.
What are we talking?
For my birthday, remember?
Right. You got to give me a little more. I'm like
$120
Really?
for 6 pizzas.
fucking ridiculous.
No, 5. Deep dish, small pizzas.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
But I think the next level is like an Etsy
But customizable food.
Yeah.
I could see that being a thing.
I mean, we're basically there. Mm-hmm. You can get Subway off Grubhub. Well, Subway has their own delivery. Like Chipotle has their own delivery. I just think it's going to be even more, but not meal plan based. I think that's what people get caught up into. Like, oh, you got to pay the monthly thing. How about just
Buy the order.
entree, please? Yeah.
Okay.
A la carte.
All right.
Last question, Sam.
Number 20. Again, thank you for joining us. This has been, I don't even know, Internet. Part 2. And this is the last question. Are you interested in online business? Have you thought about starting your own? In which area?
Me and Sam have talked this over. We don't care to deal with the taxes, so we're trying to find ways to make no money, but make money at the same time.
I'm not very business-minded in general, so...
I just don't want to be responsible for paying taxes.
Yeah, I don't like being... I mean, like, I like having creative control of stuff, but I don't like being in charge. Like, you know, I just like flexibility.
I don't know what that means.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, probably not.
Yeah.
Have you thought about starting your own? I mean, like, outside of that coffee venue idea that I had,
Online coffee?
that's not a... Yeah. I mean, like, in the sense
Online
of it being
coffee
online,
venue?
maybe, like, you could place online orders
Online
for
coffee
pickup
venue?
later. An online coffee. That doesn't make any sense. How would that work?
Someone chats an order and you send it to them?
Or I send out recipes and they make it on their own. Oh, thank you for joining our music coffee place.
Coffee happy hour.
Here's your specialty drink.
Recipe of the
Assemble
day.
it yourself. Here are the ingredients.
Instructions are $5.
Ciao.
Ciao. Douche.
In which area? Probably online. The
I
internet.
think they said which area as in which kind.
Like
we said
facet of
coffee.
business
We
would
said
you
coffee.
do?
Yeah.
That was not a thing. So no, I would not do.
Yeah,
I would
wouldn't do
not
it. I don't wanna-
partake.
Unless I'm making a lot of money, but it's just...
But not to discourage anybody else. If you have a great idea,
I am discouraging all of you. Don't fucking do it.
all you entrepreneurs out there, shut it. No.
Yeah.
No.
Do Bitcoin instead. You might as well just go gamble $100,000 because you'll probably get more out of it. I always am shocked when people do open up businesses, and they're like, "God, it's so hard." I'm like, "Yeah, it's not easy."
Yeah.
And the expectation is don't expect anyone to buy the shit you're doing. like, you may think it's a wonderful idea, but
David, you are just crushing
50
people
million people
constantly.
I'm just saying, like,
Who hurt you?
small businesses.
Oh my
dude.
gosh.
I'm so anti-small. No, I like small businesses are small businesses because they're niche.
They're tiny.
Yeah. No, niche. Like they're so
Small.
they have this thing.
Poquito.
They have their thing. And I can't even, besides breweries, I can't think of a small business that I go to get something. I can't even think of one right
Not
now.
even one. Not even one.
Not even.
What about like a
besides
dispensary?
breweries. Dispensary?
Yeah.
Like weed shop?
Yeah.
No, I don't smoke weed.
But people do.
I know. For me, I said I can't think of one small business I would go to
I was gonna say, I was like, well, there's not a big business equivalent
without
for that.
without alcohol.
You can't buy weed at a Walmart.
They just literally bought 16 dispensaries this
Did
week.
they?
No, I'm joking.
It's like, how would you integrate that and it not be like a clusterfuck?
I mean, the laws.
All right, everybody, come to the pharmacy section.
The
We blaze
Republican
and-
laws are meant for big business.
But no, we are not online business people.
Nor will I ever be.
Sponsored by,
Sponsored by Walmart.
I was going to say an online business school. I don't know the name of.
ITT. No,
Is that
they're gonna-
Arizona
they're gonna-
something?
What's the one that Brianna went
Arizona
to?
Technical Institute.
No.
It's probably something with a technical word in it.
No, it's not technical. I'm trying to remember. Fuck.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah.
I was like, where is it? I was like, I know the one.
What was the school?
Phoenix University.
University of
Question
Phoenix?
mark. I don't know.
Online degree in conclusion as a result.
Not to bash that.
I'm not anti small business, but I just like I don't what do I need from a small business? Like I don't have that niche.
Well, you are not the clientele. in
Yeah,
mind.
exactly.
Yeah. But there's an audience for that. So
Like I don't do coffee shops, so I can't do a small coffee shop. I go to small breweries. I only. Like,
I was gonna say, that's your version.
I know,
It's
but
just
I'm trying to think of something that I like other than.
the one is fine.
But I don't like even equipment wise. They're all from big. There's not a small business, camera company that does 4K cameras better than Sony.
I was gonna say, well, technically, competitive things are harder on a smaller scale, I would imagine, because you just don't have the manpower or resources.
Like if I had like a place where they made really good blankets, I would go there every 15 years. But I just don't have a need.
A blanket specialty store.
The blanket I have that I've used for the last 15 years was handmade.
By who?
Kristen's grandparents or someone. Ex-girlfriend. It's family. She brought it for me. It's a great blanket. I still use it.
Should hit him up for another blanket. Like, hey, this one's worn.
I mean, it's
Can I
pretty
get it?
warm.
Can
There's
I
a hole in
re-up?
it, but it's pretty dope because I get so hot, but it's enough for me. It's like a nice thin.
It's just hot enough.
Barely any stuffing in it. Not super thick.
Are you describing a turkey right now?
I'm describing my penis.
All right. Well, on that note,
we just got canceled.
this is
Spotify has canceled their
this has
agreement.
been a trip. This
Yeah.
has been
Internet.
a talk.
And
One more time.
Internet.
Like melted
These are
butter.
just more edits for me to do.
It's fun, David.
But yeah, next week, Sam, what is next week's episode? Give him a surprise.
Surprise.
Sam, I've been asking him for 2 weeks and he still doesn't.
You're gonna
gonna
be super excited
he's gonna
when you
bring,
find out.
a spinning wheel, and just be like, all right, this is what we're doing.
All right, roulette, let's go. Topic of the day.
No,
It's
he's
gonna be
like-
something weird.
He's like, it's gonna be this or that. Number 3.
Don't even tempt me, man.
All right. Thanks for watching and listening.
Keep drinking, keep listening. Beer Me That Beer is a San Diego-based craft beer YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and podcast show.
And for more of us, check out beardmethatbeer.com. That's beardmethatbeer.com. If you want to reach out directly to us, email us at bmtbinfo@gmail.com. That's bmtbinfo@gmail.com.